All right, so here we have the vintage Hallicrafters, I should say the Hallicrafters company, model S-38C, as you can see right there. So, started out S-38, and then the B, the C, the D, I think the E, I believe the E was the last one. But in any case, this is the C, and this one was used for lots of things. Great, it's a great little communications receiver in general, but a lot of ham radio operators use these as their receiver. Pairing it up with a nice transmitter, and that was the case with this particular one. The ham I knew, he completely has gone through this thing, has new power cord and probably new tubes and electrolytics, that kind of thing. It works like a charm. There are some modifications that he did, like the BFO. You won't see one of those generally on one of these, but this one has that. The original speaker he removed and decided to go with I think it's the S-47. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's the Hallicrafter speaker that goes with a lot of the older vintage gear, and it's actually a much better speaker than the one that was in there. This one, he had a headphone jack on there. He has some sort of a side tone thing there, and a volume control, which really works nicely. And on the back, there's where the side tone speaker pot is, I guess. So, anyway, but it's got a nice cord there. In fact, let me see if I can't show the back of the radio here. And there you go. So it's very clean inside, and of course tubes are all good, all that. So there's the it's got a speaker connectors back there. It's got a headphone jack in the back, even an S meter connection that he put on. I don't have the S meter for that. And then here's your antenna connections over here, and a mute jack. So what that's for is if you do have it paired up with a transmitter, it will automatically put the radio in mute, so you don't have to hit the receive standby switch. So kind of a very unique S-38C. I think my
through a lot of trapping and aerial gunning by USDA Wildlife Services, Wasco County Soil Conservation, our own agency.
So we got the volume controller,
and we've reduced them
as well as here.
Almost
Not sure why he has the two different ones, but
sports, business, society.
Of course, his broadcast band, obviously. So yeah, works real nicely. And so we'll try the other bands. I know that this was being used on 80 meters for communication purposes. So I'll test the other bands, and I'm sure they're working well. Has the AM/CW switch down there, and there's the speaker phone selector, band selector, volume on and off knob, and receive standby switch. Band spread over there, and then the main tuning. So kind of a cool radio to use. And I also have the documentation here of what was done to this particular radio. The fellow was an electronics engineer, by the way. So there it is, the Hallicrafters model S-38C receiver paired up with the Hallicrafters external speaker.